Hi everyone, just thought that I would do a little video on Brazilian Rainbow Boas. I've just picked these up. I've got a pair. They're 100% het for hypo, and this is the male. I've just changed his water, and they are, without a doubt, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful species of snake that you could own. I mean, the normal pattern, the normal coloration of this species, I think surpasses any other morph. The hypermelanistic, the anery, and so on. I think that just the normal phase is absolutely gorgeous. They're one of the very few snakes, if not the only snake, that actually change colour as well. Their sides, I mean, at the moment it's daytime and their sides are quite red, and at night time the redness goes and they actually go very, very pale on their sides, which is quite nice. It's something different. These were born last September, about to get bitten. Here we go. There we go. Just something to note. I mean, I've got quite a few snakes, breed quite a few reptiles, and one thing that I've noticed is that all snakes, any species, if they're going to be defensive or aggressive, however you want to look at it, more often than not they'll bite because a hand is coming from above. And if you go from underneath, use a hook, with any feisty species, jungle carpet pythons, anything like that that looks like it might bite, very, very tub defensive, anything like that. Any snake of any size, go from underneath, actually lift the body of the animal off of the surface that it's on, and slide your hand underneath and go from underneath, and you'll find that more often than not the snake will be quite reluctant to bite and allow you to handle it. I mean, these Brazilian Rainbow Boas, they're nowhere near as feisty as, say, a jungle carpet python neonate. But when they bite, to be honest, it really doesn't hurt. You're going to be causing possibly more damage to the snake than you are to yourself by getting bitten. It's the only thing I can relate it to, really, getting bitten is like getting snagged on a little bit of bramble. It itches slightly and there might be a tiny little bit of blood. But literally within 10 seconds after you've been bitten, you'd struggle to find the actual bite site because it's cleared up. Sometimes it can leave a little bit of swelling or a little bit of bruising, depending on what the species is. A lot of the species that are non-venomous, they do actually have anticoagulant within their saliva, which means that you can bleed a little bit more than normal before the clotting agents get to work. And can also leave the bite site a little bit red, sometimes a little bit bruised. But that's the same with our saliva. If we actually had a syringe and took our saliva and injected it underneath our skin, it would leave quite a lot of bruising. And that's a similar kind of thing. The enzymes and the proteins that we actually have in our saliva work in a similar way, breaking down food. But I've just picked these two up. They've been with me about a week. So I've given them a week to settle in before doing a video, but I thought I'd show them off because I think they're a really, really nice species. I've been breeding and keeping reptiles now for about 10 years and I've never had a Brazilian Rainbow Boa, and this is one of the species that actually got me first interested in keeping snakes. So why it's taken me 10 years before actually owning this species, I don't know. I can't answer that, but I've got a pair now and I'm looking forward to raising these up, getting them fed up and breeding them. Another thing to note with this species is it's quite easy for you to overfeed these. They can become obese, become very unwell. Also, they prefer it slightly cooler. I mean, in my snake room it hovers at about 80 degrees but I've got them in a place where the range is about 78, and it doesn't get any hotter than like 82 in the warm end for them of their tub, which obviously, as you can see by the size of the tub, there's not a lot of gradient can be achieved with this. But they seem to be doing really well, settling in fine. They seem very active, nice and bright. The female came to me the day after she came. She shed out, and shedding one had no problems, no issues with the shedding. The humidity range for these is slightly high as well, which is something to consider if you're thinking of keeping this species. They prefer it to be at about 75–85% humidity. They do quite well. But you've also got to be careful of producing too much humidity for this species. That will also kill them, just the same as too little humidity. So something just to be aware of. What I do is I've got a damp hide, which the snake's going in now, which is an old waxworm tub, and I've got a damp piece of tissue paper in there that I just spray, make sure that it's damp. I don't want it wringing wet, I just want it damp. They've got a nice sized water bowl that's large enough for them to immerse themselves. That goes in there, and yeah, they seem to do quite well with that kind of setup, or seem to be doing quite well with that kind of setup. The guy that I bought them off, he keeps them in this setup, which happens to be the same Cornish crisper 3 litre tubs that I use for all my hatchlings. He has the same kind of system, and he's been breeding these for a number of years now, that both the normals and the hypermelanistics and the hets, and yeah, they seem to do quite well with this kind of setup. But I spray them about once a day, very, very fine spray, don't overdo it, and yeah, they seem to be thriving. But anyway, I thought I'd just do a little video for you, just a little snippet of Brazilian Rainbow Boas, and I'll keep you updated with these. We'll watch them grow and hopefully achieve adulthood without any hitches, and hopefully we'll see Brazilian Rainbow Boa babies one day, which would be really good. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. Bye bye.